Morning, everyone. CJ goes live. I hope everyone is having an awesome morning. We are here today with my friend Austin, and we are heading to the job site in South Hills. And say hi, Austin.
What's up? How you doing?
We're heading to our job site. We got a truck full of wood here, building decks today. Don's got the other truck full of wood. We're gonna be doing some painting today, getting our South Hills project a little further on, getting closer to our finish deadline, like a real deadline with like real guys who are real contractors who do real work, who actually show up and actually bring materials to jobs, not like Lion Devin Anderson, who's a thief. But we're not going to talk about Lion Devin Anderson today. Lion Devin. Crying and lying.
Oh.
Yeah, all the materials are at the job, Siege.
That's real wood.
This is real wood back here. But we're going to talk about good stuff today, fun stuff. And it's still early. What time is it? It's about 9, right? So we'll be getting to our job site. 9:30?
9:30.
Oh my God. By the time we get there, it's 10 o'clock this morning. Holy cow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But it's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. It's Friday, which is usually payday. It's not really for us.
No.
It's a day. Today's just a day.
A day. Another day. It's Monday.
It's another Monday.
Monday.
Every day is Monday. or Thursday. It's never Friday.
Yeah. No weekend.
No weekends. So we're going out to South Hills today. We're going to jump on 279 here in Pittsburgh. Beautiful day in Pittsburgh. We're going to pass by our Heinz factory, and the kids were so disappointed yesterday. Mom took them up to the splash park in Troy Hill. I have a couple of videos about that, about the Troy Hill splash park. Kids were so disappointed. The splash park wasn't open. It was supposed to be open. Crazy enough, they built an entire new playground, so the kids were totally stoked, but it doesn't open until tomorrow. So tomorrow I'm going to take all the kids, probably the whole neighborhood, throw them in the truck and take them down to the splash park and spend 4 hours there between jobs.
Between jobs, I was about to say. When we don't have a weekend, when you doing that?
No sleep.
Yeah.
No sleep, but the kids get to play. That's a good thing.
Man.
Oh, did you hear Anthony Bourdain died this morning? You know, the guy from Travel Channel. You ever see him? Parts Unknown and what was his other show? Booze Traveler or something like that.
Yeah.
One of those shows. Yeah, he died, man. The chef.
He goes all around the all around the world and shit.
They were filming Unknown Parts, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And he committed suicide. 61 years old. Crazy. I talked to my wife this morning. I was like, what is it with these people? Kate Spade, multi-millionaire people. Anthony Bourdain, famous, multi-millionaire, doesn't want for anything, and they kill themselves?
Of all things, yeah.
What could make you so sad? Or I think it's medication, bro.
Gotta be.
I think it's the things, Lunesta and all this stuff that people take, and then they take combinations of medications and all kinds of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, look at Chris Cornell, hung himself.
Yeah.
Chester Bennington hung himself. Why would they do these things at the height prime of their careers? It doesn't really make sense to me.
I don't get it, man. I mean, they're famous. What do you mean? You have the life, you know? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's beyond me too. You have the best life in the world. You've created this life for yourself, and then you end it. And the worst part, bro, is that you're leaving people behind. You're leaving your family. You're leaving your spouse, your parents, whoever.
Yeah.
People that love you.
Exactly.
There's always a better way. Suicide is never the way. I wish I had the suicide prevention hotline number on my brain right now, but you can Google it. You know, people have mental issues and they don't even know it sometimes.
No, they don't.
And people say, I'm not depressed. Well, Yeah, situational depression is one thing, like, hey, I'm depressed, my dog died.
Yeah.
But then there's clinical depression where you have like imbalance in the brain and you can't fix that. You need that medicine to fix it. Or don't take it and live with it and try and cope with it. And that's where a lot of people turn to drugs, turn to alcohol. Would you agree?
Yeah, no, I agree for sure. I mean, they think that's normal. I mean, people that have a problem like that, they don't understand. To them, that's normal.
Yep.
You know, to us, we see the problem.
Right.
They don't.
Denial. They deny it. I've known a lot of people in my life that have become alcoholic, drug addicted, committed suicide, heroin overdose because of their depression. And it was misdiagnosed, untreated, or they ignored it and they turned to other forms of medicine rather than practical medicine that we use in America. However, a lot of that practical medicine is opiate-based.
Oh, majority of it.
Majority of it. So you're getting fed drugs one way or the other. And I had a friend who died about a year and a half ago, and he was getting his pain medication from his pain doctor. And for like a year, got in a car accident, hurt his back, getting pain medication from his doctor. And slowly started to abusing, like, I don't know, you take 2 pills a day, I don't know, milligrams or
like that.
whatever. Let's just say you take 2 pills a day. He's supposed to take 2 pills a day. He wasn't taking 2 pills a day, he started taking 3. Then he starts taking 4. Then he starts taking 5. And before you know it, the doctor's like, yeah, we're gonna have to cut you off. And he's like freaking out, rage, smashing everything in the house, going completely crazy. And finally, he went out in the street and he bought bundles of heroin because that was the equivalent. They actually gave him a morphine pump and then they took it away. So he got used to like non-stop morphine. So he got hooked on the heroin. It wasn't even hooked. He went out and he did it. And I don't know if he had done it before, but he did it that night. And I guess it had fentanyl in it.
Yeah.
And he died.
Well, that's what they're doing. They're lacing it with fentanyl, and that's killing people.
And then that animal, the other one, the tranquilizer for elephants, carfentanil, which is like stronger than fentanyl. Right around you guys in was it Cleveland? I think it was Cleveland. They busted somebody. It was in Ohio. It wasn't Ohio. Akron. Last week. They busted a guy and a girl with enough fentanyl to kill 26 million people.
Wow.
80 pounds of it.
That's crazy.
Coming from China. All this stuff comes from China. All this poison.
The thing is 80 pounds isn't that much weight. That's not much, versus that many people.
But don't forget, it only takes like 1 grain or 2 grains of that stuff to kill you.
Now, can't they make it like liquid or something like that, where you can, if you touch it, bloodstream or something?
Yeah. Don't want to touch that stuff. I mean, I've been in apartments that we have, and I was telling one of the guys this yesterday that's working with us on another project. I was telling him that there's been apartments that I've gone into where there's heroin on the table. You find baggies everywhere. And now it's a whole new ball game when we go into these lower Section 8 apartments or lower end places. People are doing this drug because it's so cheap, and now we have to wear gloves, like when we go through people's belongings. Because people go to jail or people just bounce, they're just gone. And we have to go through their belongings. We have to sort it out, throw it out, do whatever we have to do with it. We have to wear gloves now. And everybody's not scared, but we are all a little bit nervous that one of us can contract, this carfentanil or whatever on our hands.
Well, yeah, you touch it, you're done.
Correct.
You're done, that's it. And it's not like you can see it.
Exactly. So there's residue. I mean, we see all kinds of stuff. We find cocaine.
Oh, yeah.
I think probably the biggest thing we find is weed. We find weed everywhere. People space away their weed.
Yeah.
So when they go to jail, you're walking out of there with like a half bag of herb.
Oh.
We did an apartment years ago in Arnold, in New Kensington. And it was a drug apartment. Everybody sold drugs or prostituted. And there was like rats and roaches in this place and everything. I've told this story before and people are like, no way. But it's true. It is true. So we oh no, I didn't get the story yet. So
Dang.
on the top floor, it was 6 units in the building. Well, 5, and we turned them into 6. But when we were cutting open the top floor, the drug dealers lived on the top floor in the one big unit, right?
Yeah.
So we were cutting it in half and making it into 2 units. When we cut into the ceiling, out dropped from the drop ceiling a brick of cocaine, and it fell right on the right on the kitchen counter. And there's 4 of us in there at the time, and all 4 of us just stopped and just looked at each other. And I was like, "What's that?" And one of my guys was like, "I don't know. I'll find out for you." I was like, "I know exactly what it is, bro."
Oh, man.
So we called the cops, and they came and they searched. They found guns in the basement. They found drugs in the basement.
Wow.
Find all kinds of stuff, man.
That was the real deal then.
That was the real deal, babe.
Wow. That's crazy. Like, and they just leave that behind. Well, I mean, they could have went to jail or something.
Right, they hit it. They hit it in the ceiling probably at some point, and I can't imagine they'd space it away.
Yeah.
But it must have been like the day they got busted or the place got raided.
Yeah.
So hopefully I don't lose my signal here in the tunnel. We're going through the tunnel in South Hills, folks. A real cool tunnel.
Is it going?
Yeah, still going.
Wow.
Might see later when we rewatch it.
Yeah.
That it broke up in here.
I never get service going through this tunnel.
Yeah, still going. Doesn't say reconnected, so we're still kicking.
That's sweet.
Yeah, this time of morning, when you drive through here at this time of morning, it's actually pretty good. Anytime before like 2 o'clock.
Every time we've been coming down here, man, traffic.
Crazy.
Leaving too.
I know.
Like when we leave, we always leave at the wrong time, and then we sit in traffic for an hour, and then it takes us 3 hours to get home.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. You gotta leave later.
Crazy.
Can't leave no 5, 6 o'clock
No,
here.
no, it's gonna be like 7 or 8.
7 or 8. Or 2 in the afternoon. Come here at 3 in the morning.
Yeah, come here at 3.
Yeah, it's like that in Newcastle too. Going up to Newcastle right now, 79 North.
Yeah.
There's construction everywhere, man. It's so frustrating.
Oh, wow.
And then when you get off at exit 99 to go into Newcastle, there's construction right there too. So, and it's all trucks, so you just sit.
Bumper to bumper.
Bumper to bumper. Like, I don't mind if we're moving a little bit,
Yeah.
but these tunnels are so dumb sometimes. They're tricky. You know? This is the thing about Pittsburgh. When I first moved to Pittsburgh, dude, I think I should have gotten in about 20 different accidents. Because everything merges, you know?
Yeah, no, like just like what we just did.
Right. You have like 20 feet to merge.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was merging until we got out.
Well, it only took me about 14 times coming out here to realize that's what I...
figure it out, yeah. I hate stuff like that. Man. Many people like that. Yeah, the lane goes for another football field. You know what I'm saying?
You sure you want to move out here?
Yeah, I'm good.
Don't do that. Don't do that to me. I'm still going to say thank you, though. I'm still polite, even though he's trying to push up on me. Not let me in. It's starting to get humid.
Yeah, it's getting real muggy.
Damn it.
For sure. Sticky.
That's good for paint.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, that's about it. That's about the only thing it's good for.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I hope we don't get runs today.
Huh.
You're spraying, right? Who's back rolling?
Probably. That depends on how bad it is. If it runs, depends on how bad it is, really. If it's something, if it's simple, I'm not deep with that.
What happened to my favorite Chinese restaurant? I was telling the girls this, telling Autumn this the other day. She started crying. It's gone? They tore down. Dude, that place was awesome. Awesome buffet. I used to take the girls there all the time. And I noticed it was closed last week, and I told Autumn to start crying. I said, I think they're going to become something else. The building's gone.
Maybe they're making a new one.
I hope so. There's not enough Chinese buffets anymore. You know what there's not enough of? Mexican buffets.
No.
There needs to be a whole gang of Mexican. There needs to be somebody that comes to Pittsburgh and starts Mexican buffet up. There was one actually where the house is, right up the street. If you keep going about 5 miles, there was an amazing Mexican buffet. Went out of business, became another one. Amazing Mexican buffet, went out of business, now it's nothing. And there was a great one in Sharon. I can't remember, Los Amigos. And they were like $6.
I was about to say, they're cheap, aren't they?
Yeah. But if you go out to like a Mexican restaurant and you get a meal, it's like going to any other restaurant, like $16.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, what are you putting in here? You're putting beans, you're putting some cheese, some lettuce, some sour cream, and then pico de gallo, and then you have to pay extra for guacamole on top of that.
I mean, rice is pretty much, they probably get it for free. You know? I mean, you can go get rice for nothing.
Nothing. And the way they buy it in the bulk.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Man.
Now I feel like a burrito.
Yeah.
There's this place in LA. I don't know what the mystique is about it. People are going crazy, lining up for hours. Mm-hmm. It's ramen noodles inside of a burrito.
I mean,
I don't like ramen noodles. They like deep fry the ramen noodle and then they put it in the burrito. So instead of meat, I'm not quite sure how that would go over. Would you try it?
Yeah.
You try it?
I would try it, yeah. I mean, probably one. I mean, ramen's already deadly for you. You know, deep fry something that's already a heart attack, you know?
Right?
But I mean, yeah, I'd try it.
If someone bought me one and was like, here, have a bite, I'd take a bite.
Oh, yeah.
But I wouldn't spend $12 in LA.
Oh, God, no.
I asked him, do you have any samples?
Yeah, you got a sample? Is there a Burger King somewhere? I mean, you know?
And there, you know what? Ironically, there's a Burger King right up here. Did you guys
there
go?
it is. Yeah,
you go there?
We go.
I love Burger King, man. Flame broil. By the way, do you know those burgers? I was reading. It's a myth. They're not really flame broiled. They are
flavored.
Yes, they are flavored and given grill marks at the factory before they're sent to Burger King. Those grill marks don't come from the grill. I know. It's a bubble burster, huh?
Wow, it's like liquid smoke.
Yep.
You know, something like that.
Yep, I use it with our barbecue sauce for Fire and Nice.
Yeah, I love that liquid smoke, but I mean, not for like a frozen patty, though.
Right.
You know?
Have you tried those new McDonald's fresh beef quarter pounders?
No.
Dude.
They good?
Different world.
Wow.
It's a new ball game.
Wow.
I get them like I get it once a week because they're really, really good compared to the old ones.
Is it like that noticeable?
Yeah,
really?
Absolutely noticeable. Even if you leave it for like 2 hours and then come back to it, you notice that it still tastes like beef. It doesn't taste like kangaroo.
Kangaroo, yeah. That's different, yeah. Yeah. No, I always thought the regular ones were pretty decent. I mean, granted, I don't eat them that often, but you know.
I get mad. If I eat McDonald's, man, I like McDonald's. The kids like it once a week, but I get massive heartburn.
Yeah.
I eat those I get two single cheeseburgers, and I don't eat fries. Just 2 single cheeseburgers, and like halfway through the second one, I can already feel the heartburn, man. I gotta go and take a Rolaids or something, you know. Take the whole pack of Rolaids.
Pack, man.
Chocolate gives me heartburn.
Chocolate?
Yeah. It's weird, man. If I eat chocolate late at night, I'll throw it up at 3 in the morning. So that's why I don't eat sweets.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. Wow. Throwing up off chocolate.
Yeah. And my kids like eat chocolate, or my son doesn't eat chocolate. King doesn't eat chocolate. He eats everything else, but he'll eat a damn rock.
Makes you want to rock.
See, this wasn't a bad ride.
No.
What did it take us? It took us 20 minutes, 21 minutes to get out here.
Yeah. Not too bad. When we came down here, well, for the first time, I think it took us about 40 minutes to get here.
Yeah.
45-minute traffic.
Yeah, and right up the road, friends of mine, they own, John and Linda, they own Windows R Us. Great company, great people.
Wow.
Yeah, I was friends with their son Jeff for many years, and he passed away suddenly. And man, it was hard for them. It was just, Jeff was a big part of their business, you know, Windows R Us. He'd go out and he'd measure for them. Always so cool. Just such a nice guy, and they're such good. They're good parents, such good people. It's so sad when things, I couldn't imagine, right? You know?
No, I don't know how people, they like don't even grieve over anything, you know?
Privately.
You know, it's like some people just don't even care, you know?
Yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
it's crazy.
They're not that close with their kids. Why am I stopped at a green light behind a municipal truck that he's getting out of? Hi. Yeah, we have like stuff to do today.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean,
you ever notice that too with cops? When cops pull up, they like pull up in the middle of the street.
yeah.
One of the cops did that by my house the other day. Was over at a neighbor's house down the street and pulled up like in the middle of the street, and people are like honking. You know, they're like, we need to go onto our street, man.
Just sitting there.
Just sitting there.
Wow.
He finally got. He finally
Yeah.
moved, but just an inconvenience. It's inconsiderate.
It varied, just like, I mean, what this dude did. You know, it's... He could have... I mean, how far did he go? He could have just parked there.
Right.
Just walked over there and did what he had to do.
Some people feel entitled. He's in a municipal truck, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, it's okay. I'm with the county.
Yeah.
Do whatever I want. There's our Busy Beaver. Isn't that so convenient, this place?
Between Busy Beaver and Burger King, I mean, it's perfect, dude. I mean, you don't have to go nowhere. Right up the road. We got a pool and spa outlet.
The first week or two, this clown who's on this job, his guys are like ordering $30 pizzas, and I'm like, who has time? That was like my first clue. I'm thinking, who has time on a job to go to sit down and have like a knife and fork $30 pizza?
Yeah.
Who does that? That was like a red flag for me right there. I don't even eat when I work.
No, yeah, no.
Just keep going.
And if I do, it's something I can grab out of a bag or something.
Right.
You know?
You're not gonna.
5 hours later, you know.
Yeah, I know. I feel you, man. By that time, moving wood, just dragging.
5 hours later, in a work day.
Damn, they beat us here. How the hell did they beat us here? All right, and we're here. So we want to thank Austin for riding with us today. Say hello to my subscribers. CJ Goes Live. Hey, it's my man, Don. Shout out to my man, Don King.
What's up, King Paint Construction? What's going on, man?
Guys, CJ Goes Live. Like and subscribe. Check me out. We'll be back here in a couple of days, and I'll do some reveals. Have an awesome Friday. God bless you all.